Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Jazz versus Clippers NBA matchup on Friday, December 8th, 2023. Of course, here on YouTube and across the internet, I do tons of free picks every day. But when you give out that many free picks, you're going to like some more than others. And I put those picks under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make bigger bets. If that's you, text the number that you see on the screen because they're not available on the website. The only way to get them is to text. But let's get to this one. Jazz taking on the Clippers, and the Jazz at home in this one, but 7-14 on the season. The Clippers now 10-10 on the season, going 7-3 in their last 10 games. Of course, after the Harden acquisition, boy, the Clippers just look to be in very, very rough shape. But lately, they have put it on, including beating the Denver Nuggets last time out, 111-102. They had beaten the Warriors prior to that, and they had beaten, well, the Sacramento Kings as well. So I like the way the Clippers are playing. We know they have these star players, and it's kind of, you look at some of these other teams that go four deep. Originally, it was like, well, you needed a superstar player. Then a few years later, it was you need two superstars. Then you needed three superstars when LeBron and Wade and Bosh, right, with the Heat. Now it's like you need four, right? So it's like soon you're going to need five. But right now we're at four, and I think the Clippers do have those four. And I think they also have a good supporting cast, better than a lot of those teams out there. So if the Clippers can continue to play together as a team, they are going to be very, very tough customers. Meanwhile, the Utah Jazz still feeling the effects, I think, of Gobert and Donovan Mitchell leaving. I think it was almost like one of those things where it's kind of like something falls on your foot, and it's like it doesn't really hurt right away. And then a couple seconds later, it's like, man, that really hurts. And then throughout the day, it starts to hurt more and more. I think that's exactly what's happened here to the Utah Jazz, and I'm not saying anyone dropped anything on anyone's foot. I'm just saying losing Mitchell and Gobert, well, it's kind of a huge chunk that was cut out of that lineup, a huge percentage of the output offensively. So, you have to make up for that, and I'm not so sure they have the guns to do that, at least not right now. The Clippers certainly, offensively, they don't set the world on fire, but they can shoot the three pretty proficiently. 11th best in the NBA, shooting 36.6%, just slightly above, though, the league average for the NBA. When we look at the Jazz offense, it doesn't really make up for the lack of defense. They shoot the three decently, 35.3%, but in the grand scheme of things, in a league where everyone can play, that is only good for 22nd best in the NBA. I think when you look at league rankings, this is something to keep in mind, is that if you're not 1, 2, or 3, or the bottom 1, 2, or 3, generally it's percentage points, like 100th of a percent or whatever, that separates these teams. So there's not a lot of difference between 23rd and 10th. It could really be that close when you go, or even higher than 10th, even better than 10th. But anyways, the Jazz certainly lacking, and the Clippers, really, their defense is locked down. I think the Jazz are in trouble in this one. I'm going to take the Clippers, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They'll put you on the most favorable bets on the board today, all 100% free.